There are different types of DAWs and they function differently. They have their different purposes. There are some DAWs that you can purchase from App Store, Play Store, or from the website of the manufacturer. Few of the purposes of DAWs are 1. For beat making, 2. Recording, 3. Editing, 4. Mixing, and then mastering, and overall production. For beat making, DAWs are common tools for making beats. Beat making is about creating rhythms, arranging drum sounds, and layering various elements to produce instrumental tracks. DAWs offer features such as MIDI sequencer, audio recording, sample manipulation, and a variety of virtual instruments and effects plugins. These features are key for your beat making process. And then for recording, you can use DAWs to record audio from microphones, instruments, or other sources. It's like having a digital recording studio at your fingertips. And then for editing, your DAW lets you edit your recordings, like cutting, copying and pasting parts of the audios, adjusting the timing, or fixing mistakes. It's like having a digital editing tool for your music at your fingertips. And then for mixing, DAWs allow you to mix your track, adjusting the volume, panning, which side the sound comes from, that is the panning, and adding effects like reverb, EQ, compressors, like I explained, de-essers, and all of these things. It's like being the conductor of an orchestra, making sure all the instruments blend together nicely. Being a beat maker is like being a one-man band. And also, being an engineer, a mixing engineer using a DAW is like being the conductor of an orchestra. And then for mastering, DAWs are also used in the mastering stage of music production. Mastering is the final step in the production process where the individual tracks or maybe mixes are refined and optimized for distribution, which is for the market. This involves adjusting the overall volume levels, equalization, compression, stereo enhancement, and other processes, to ensure that the music sounds really nice and consistent, well balanced and polished across the different playback systems. Could be your phone, your sound system at home, your car, the club, at the concert, making sure it sounds great across all of those playback systems. DAWs provide the necessary tools and plugins for mastering engineers to perform these tasks effectively. And then, of course, for production, DAWs are tools for making music and sound effects for movies. They help arrange and combine various sounds and instruments to make a complete sound or recording. It's like being a composer again, creating a masterpiece from scratch.
These days, people integrate DAWs into their live performances.
Essentially, DAWs are powerful tools that allow musicians, producers, audio engineers to create professional audio music and audio projects entirely within a digital environment. Now, here's a list of 20 DAWs for beat production, along with the manufacturers and their approximate prices. To understand that the price may vary based on region, version, and additional features. And they may also vary based on factors like, the version, the licensing option, promotions. You must know that some DAWs offer free versions or trial versions with limited features. And here are some DAWs for audio recordings. 20 of them. I just put 20 of them for you guys. And again, the prices may vary based on the introductory version or the full version, additional features, and any ongoing subscription fees. It's also a good idea to check the manufacturer's website for the most up-to-date pricing information. And just to put it out there, you see Audacity. Audacity is an open source software and is available for free. So here are some commonly used for mixing, along with the manufacturers and their approximate prices. Most of them are pretty similar to what I've been stating since, but just to give you a perspective, clearer perspective of what you can use them to do. Here's another table for 20 digital audio workstations commonly used for mastering, including their manufacturers and their approximate prices. Please note again, these prices may vary based on their region, version, and additional features, like I stated earlier. You must know that all DAWs come with inbuilt Virtual Studio technology, that is inbuilt VST plugins. I mean, you can actually decide to use one DAW for everything. Most people do that. For me, I currently use Logic Pro X for everything except mastering. I use Ozone by Isotope and T-Rax for mastering. Every DAW requires time for some getting used to. What I mean is it takes time to get used to them. So at your first glance at the software, don't get confused, don't get overwhelmed. It's like training. You develop the habits and then your brain recognizes the software over time. It requires time for some getting used to.